Right, you lot, and I believe we are currently live. I just need to check, of course, because I have bad history when it comes to this sort of thing. So let's just check. First of all, we're streaming on the right channel, because we are live. Brilliant. I just need to change the title. Right, give me a sec. Bear with me, you lot. Right, there we go. I have changed. They're currently showing the ever lovely Erling Haaland with many tap-ins. Right, this is mental. I've not done this in a few weeks, so I'm feeling a bit, stiff. Cause we've had like a month off the Premier League. It's been horrible. I hate the international break, mainly because my national team are so dull to watch. It's like supporting Wolves, so I'm really happy to be back. Wasn't too happy with the Liverpool score yesterday. I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow, aren't I, on the video? But to sum it up, I've been trying to defend this team all season. I've been trying to make excuses, but I need to put my hands up at this point and just say we weren't good enough. Like I've literally been defending Trent Alexander-Arnold in so many bloody England threads all week because people just have so much hate for the guy. Like he's just this season the answer to Maguire, a player that people just find a meme, so they will do anything in their power to make him an absolute joke when in actuality he's one of the better players in the league. And it's the whole team that are underperforming, but yeah. Anyway, let's see who the starting 11s are. I've literally just finished editing a music video before coming on to this, so I don't know who is starting, so I have to have a look at that. Rodri's missing. Wow. Alright, let me just have a look. This is a 2 o'clock game as well, which is even worse for me. Thank God I'm doing a music video this week, because usually I do main channel videos every Sunday, don't I? And I have to try and finish them by 4:30, 5:30, or whatever time. It's usually 4:30, isn't it? Alright, Man City, Ederson in goal. And Cole Walker, Nathan Ake, João Cancelo, and Manuel Oh, that's the new centre-back they got, isn't it? Like, look, Man City can just buy a new centre-back out of nowhere and no one talks. The midfield, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and De Bruyne. No Rodri. I take it he's injured, because that's a weird shout. And then Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, Erling Haaland start. They've got Sergio Gomez, Cole Palmer, Stefan Ortega, Scott Carson. How does Scott Carson make the Man City bench? Julian Alvarez, Riyad Mahrez, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, who is this his first game back? Laporte, he's been gone ages, and Rico Lewis. Is it just me, or has the Man City bench got so much worse this season? I know they've lost like Sterling and Jesus, who were rotation options, and Zinchenko. I know they brought in like new people, like Sergio Gomez and stuff, and that new centre back, but it just the Man City I don't think are going to be as good this season. Not that we have any chance of catching them, but I'm more speaking for the Arsenals, the Spurs, is God forbid even a Man United. Because I tell you, if Man United win this game, they are serious, beating 3 top 6 teams quite comfortably as well. If they do, then Man United have the Heron goal, no shocks there, and they keep the same back four. Oh, I wonder if they won't. Of course, they don't start Maguire. The midfield, they've got so they've got the same pretty much. I think it's an unchanged team. Jadon Sancho, Anthony and Moss Rashford. Yep, they've got the same team. Casemiro is still on the bench. At what point do you integrate Casemiro? I know McTominay is doing better, but you've got to put him in there at some point. You paid almost 70 million for him. It's like the Darwin Núñez argument. We pay 85 million for a striker, only for him to get 2 minutes at the end of the game. What we need, like goals. I don't get it. Then we got Tom Heaton, Ronaldo's on the bench, Martial was back, Alanga, Lindelof and Luke Shaw. I tell you, that United bench looks better than the Man City bench. Like, it's very weird. Anyway, let's talk about some of the games from yesterday, shall we? So we had, of course, the North London derby, and I got it spot on. If you saw my prediction video from earlier, I knew Arsenal would win. My dad was like quite firm that Tottenham would win, and I convinced him otherwise. Like, I literally, because he did a bet yesterday, failed quite miserably in fairness. Everything went wrong. He went for 4 draws, and like, he got close, but it wasn't meant to be. But he was going to bet on Tottenham. I was like, no, you got to go Arsenal. Look, Bournemouth versus Brentford. Do I need to say anything? Chelsea Crystal Palace. It had to be Conor Gallagher to score, I tell you, and a Bamiyang. I feel bad for Palace because Palace are a weird team because everyone agrees that Palace under Vieira are good, but they never really get that high on the table, do they? Even last season, they were always around 14th. What did Palace get last season? I think they were 13th, 14th, something like that. Like, they never go high on the table, but they always play good football. Newcastle destroyed Fulham, where everything that could have gone wrong for Fulham did go wrong. And then the Liverpool-Brighton result, where, if anything, Liverpool were very lucky to actually get a point from that. I tell you, if we weren't at Anfield, we probably would have lost that game. Klopp made some very weird decisions in that game. I don't know why he keeps bringing Milner on. I don't get that. I don't know why a not fit Jordan Henderson started over Harvey Elliott or Arthur. That didn't make sense to me. He brought off Bobby Firmino, who was on a brace, instead of bringing off like Jordan Henderson and playing a 4-2-3-1, which they should have done. Move Bobby into like a 10 role. Everton beat Southampton. I got that prediction spot on. And then West Ham beat Wolves. I'm not going to bother with all. But we got Leeds Aston Villa at 4:30 today. And that's actually quite exciting. I might watch that game in the background if I have time. Because I think that's a make or break game for Gerrard. I know they're away. And then Monday is the Al Sacchio. 19th versus 20th. The relegation scrap Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. And I'm excited for that. So, yeah, my fantasy, don't even ask me. I've got 19 points on wildcard. 19 points. I'll tell you, I had Guaita in goal. Didn't keep clean sheet, obviously. I had Fofana James, who got 2 points. Trent just didn't get me a single point. And Trippier on 7. Then in midfield, I've got Maddison and Sancho still to play, who needs to try and save me. Zaha got me 2 points. Salah, vice-captain, got me 5 points for an assist. Then up front, Mitrovic. Oh, what a disaster of a transfer that was. And Haaland is still here to play. If Haaland needs to get like a hat-trick, I'd like Sancho to score. And if Maddison could get a hat-trick as well against Forest, that'd be nice. Then bench, I only had Gabriel on bench, who gave away a penalty, so that's no good. Andreas and Archer. And I've got Ward on bench. I swear to God, if Ward keeps a clean sheet, he won't, but if he does, I'll be livid. Then if we look at the Sun Dream Team, I should check the chat in a minute, actually, because I'm being really ignorant. I've got 16 points. Trent minus 3 points. Trippier 3 points. That's even. Jesus got me 13 points. So that kind of saved my day. And 3 points to Bukayo Saka. I had Isaac in my team because I couldn't get rid of him. Ramsey on goal got me nothing. Reece James got me nothing. Gabriel got me nothing. Gross got me nothing. I've got Sancho and Haaland still to play on there. Wait, how did my dad do? I've not actually checked. He's not doing much better. He got 2 points for Diaz. Trent failed him, but he got 6 points for the Newcastle double up. Didn't do too well for he had a Brighton defender and Alisson in goal, so loads of minuses failed him. Jesus is the one shining light, but yeah, I got rid of him. I'll check the chat. I'll see if anyone's watching, but odds are there's no one. Oh wow, what a big surprise, there's no one watching. Classic. I could like probably do anything from this stream and no one would ever know. That's the kind of the funny thing. But anyway, we've got 10 minutes until kick-off now. They're showing a bunch of ads currently. I should probably like look. But yeah, I've been doing well with content lately. I felt the song today is Be Stronger rewrote the studio version. It's mental that I've come back to Be Stronger because this was supposed to come out ages ago. I wrote this song back in January of this year. It's almost been a year since I wrote it, and it. I made it a song about suicide, right? Be Stronger too, because the funny thing was the OG Be Stronger was like so mean. Everyone said it was awful. It was awful. And I was like, if I make a song about suicide, if I make Be Stronger 2 about suicide, you can't meme it or else you're an asshole. So that was my kind of thinking there. But no, I really like the music video. I've done like a kind of a story of self-discovery and going against what people tell you and having belief and stuff. It's really good. They have some really bad Man City cartoon. It's really weird how I think about the title, right? Because I want Man City to win it, mainly because I don't want Arsenal to win. Because, oh my god, if Arsenal win the league, Arsenal fans will not shut up about it for ages. Like, if Man City, when it's like, they've already done it like 10 times, just give them another one. So I want Man City to win the league. Of course, I want Liverpool to somehow get back into it, but I don't think we can. Like, I know last season we came back from 12 points, but that was a very different situation. There was a lot of luck there, plus it was second half of the season. I mean, if we have a second half of the season similar to last year, yeah, we can get top 4, and I'm still confident we can get second or third. And really get up there. But what's with all these adverts? Let's get on with it. Like, I think it will get turned around at some point, and I know it's just gotta click. I think this is a weird season with the World Cup and everything, and hopefully some of our players do well in the World Cup. I know the Netherlands will probably do well. Oh. If Man United win this, they're 5 points ahead of us. That is crazy. They're clear by 5 points. They have worse goal difference. We have a plus. We've only got a +9 goal difference because of that bloody Bournemouth game. We'd be even on goal difference if it wasn't for, like, we got 0 on goal difference apart from Bournemouth, which gives us that +9. That's horrid. Wow, Man City actually have some fans there today. That's some out of character from what we used to expect from them. Roy Keane's on commentary, which means you should be listening to me. No, I don't really like many pundits, really. They're all the same to me. Like, the 188th Manchester derby. Man City won both Premier League meetings last season. No wins improved for. Yeah, usually Man United always are up for this game. Like, remember when Ollie beat them twice? He was a man who was so out of his depth, and he was able to shit out a win against these guys. So I think a draw could happen, and honestly, Arsenal will be hoping for a draw or Man United to win. But Arsenal are not going to win the league. All of this hype around Arsenal is going to die out. They're going to fall off. They're going to lose like 2 or 3 in a row, and it's going to be over. You just can't bank on them to keep up this intensity. With the World Cup and everything, it's going to be a mad season. I think the winner of the Premier League doesn't get to 90. I think they'll be late 70s, early 80s in points. It's going to be a bit of an all over the place season. It's going to be like the year Leicester won it. But like most of the big 6 just completely flopped. I know Man City and Arsenal aren't, but it's reminding me of that season this season. You've got, especially with us and Chelsea, we're just not good. I'm really gutted that our game against Chelsea got called off. Because I think it would have been. I would love to play Chelsea right now. I hate playing Chelsea, but I would like to see what would happen. Because Chelsea are doing very poor. Like, I think they've had more humiliating results than us, but they're still doing better than us because they haven't had many draws, have they? They do. I mean, look, they either win or lose, don't they? Chelsea, like they beat Everton, recently beat Palace. That was an unbelievable. Let me find them. Chelsea. Sorry. Right, teams are being shown now, so we're about to get underway. Yeah, they haven't drawn. Apart from the Spurs game, they don't draw. They beat Everton, beat Leicester, beat West Ham, and beat Crystal Palace, and then lost to Southampton, lost to Leeds, and then drew with Tottenham. Compared to us, we've drawn 4 games. Like we've only lost once. You wouldn't say you'd rather see a loss, but I think draws are more annoying than a loss makes. The loss is like it doesn't happen a lot. Like last season, we only lost like 4 games, I think. I knew it was bad, but draws are like, they're just showing the teams now have already been through that. Man United are pretty much an unchanged team. I mean, why would they? But I do think Casemiro's got to be in there at some point. What's my prediction? I said that Man City would steamroll them, but I'm leaning towards a draw a bit more now. But I'm going to stick with my original prediction and say that this will be a 3-0 Man City win. This is a step too far for United. Oh, when do Arsenal and Man City play? That's an interesting one, actually. Let me just. Sorry, I was. Arsenal versus Man City. Oh yeah, it got postponed, didn't it? It was supposed to. Oh, it was supposed to be quite soon. Game week 12, wasn't it? And it got called off. Malacia, yeah, I don't want to call myself a genius, but when I did the Brentford watch now, I said this guy is the one shining light in this game. He looks good. He needs to start, and wouldn't you know he becomes incredible. So don't. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I told you so. Right, the teams are lining up now. Everything's getting ready. This is the main event. Rip Villa. Right, just bear me a sec. Just thought I'd close the door in case. There's Ten Hag. What? It's good having Ten Hag in the league. He's quite a character, isn't it? I like having characters in this league. That's why I love Conte in this league. I'd love to see Diego Simeone. Like, some of the managers are quite wooden. Pep is quite wooden, really. No, I'm joking. Pep can lose it sometimes. It's great, but Graham Potter's very wooden. It's not. Tuchel was always a bit more fun. Right, Man United starting from the kickoff here. I'm gonna get players' names wrong because I'm just really blind. Let me check the chat actually before we get underway. Alright, and we're off. Martinez passing out to Varane very early on. Right, nobody's watching. What a shocking surprise. Right, it's been headed out already. There he is, Varane. I'm surprised he's not got injured yet with how bad his injury record is. Right, Kyle Walker, as we ordered the best England right back, throws the ball back to Everson. Now, I'm gonna watch Kyle Walker's defending in this because I'm gonna call him, if he's a bad defender, does anything bad defensive, I'm gonna call him out for it, because that's what people do with Trent. He makes one mistake and people ridicule him. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna keep my eye on Walker in this game to prove that he, as we know, is a superior defender. Oh, you're joking. The ugly stepsister Haaland was just taken down in the middle of the pitch, and it was a bit soft. I hate games that are stop-start. North London Derby's first half was a bit like that. Right, off to Nathan Ake. Down the channels onto... Right, Grealish is trying to get the ball, and he's got a foul. Already the low. Trent would have done that. I'm an asshole. Jack Grealish is whining on the floor in very Grealish fat, and Delo has shoved him. I tell you, that's Jack Grealish's best attribute, is that he can win you like a set piece. And this could be 1-0 here. Right, Cancelo on the ball. Delivery in. Ake gets in, and it's tricked to De Gea. Not a very good use of a set piece, I'm going to be honest. Right, ball out to Malacia, who plays it through to Rashford, I believe that is. Lovely ball into Antony. Ake gets the ball back, passing to Gondwan, who I think is one of the most underrated players in this league, Gondwan. Right, Grealish has got the ball. Out to Bernardo Silva, into Haaland. De Bruyne, lovely save. Oh, how did they not score there? Haaland gets it in, they defend it well, it goes back to De Bruyne, he gets the shot. Bernardo Silva gets the hit. Everyone got a shot and nothing went in. Right, Grealish got the ball. I'm scared to... The thing is, the Man City game, I've got a feeling we're going to draw it. Like, people are going to laugh at me for that. But I think we might do alright against Arsenal and City. Arsenal is going to go one of two ways. We'll either beat them or we'll either beat them comfortably or they'll humiliate us. I don't see a draw in the Arsenal game. Right, Kyle Walker on the ball. Let's see what he does. He passes to Phil Foden. Right, Nathan Ake. To that new guy, who I've not learnt his name yet. My apologies. De Bruyne back to Ake. Man City have been very heavy on the press so far, which you'd expect from them. Right, Foden's got the ball. Not a lot going on here at the moment, is there? Right, Cancelo all the way back to Ederson. The most coolest looking keeper in the league. Like, Ederson shouldn't be a keeper. Like, if you look at him, he should be a contestant on like Love Island or something. Like, my guy definitely has like a big Tinder profile. Right, ball playing to Gondwan. To Cancelo, who Was under some pressure there, but delivered. Headed away from Varane, and Man United on the counter. This is where Man United will score if they score a goal. Because they're obvious. Man City have won their past 7 home results, which including the famous game against Aston Villa, as we know. Right, Bernardo Silva on the ball. Jack Grealish playing skills, Haaland, and it goes out for Varane. De Gea's got his hands in the air like he's Joseph with the King of Dreamcoat. Yeah, he looked off there, I think. Oh, look at that. That was such a great opportunity. But Haaland just couldn't get the right angle on his head. Dealt with quite poorly by Martinez, like. Right, Ake heads it away now. Oh, it's weird how short Martinez is. Martinez is genuinely shorter than like most of my friends. That's not even a joke. I know people mocked him for his height when he first came, but he's been great. Like, team of the season so far. That Man United defensive partnership are probably the 2 defenders I'd go with. Like, there's a shout for Anderson at Crystal Palace. You could maybe... Oh, yeah, Saliba. No, you'd have to have Saliba in there, wouldn't you? Right, De Bruyne on the ball into that Kyle Walker, I believe it is, who almost lost the ball. Foden to Jack Grealish. Gundogan. Cancelo. Ball in. Foden, and it's 1-0. Phil Foden. I said Foden would score. I said Haaland brace and Foden to score. I tell you, this is going to be spot on. It was coming. Man City were all over them in the first 7 minutes. So much control. And, you know, I don't care because I want Man City to win the league. So I don't want Arsenal to win. So I should celebrate this, if anything. It's a good finish by Foden. Is that a Cancelo assist? I've just got rid of him on fantasy, for crying out loud. I chose Trent Alexander-Arnold over him. It's not Cancelo, it's Gundogan, anyway. Thank God. Because I would have been laughed at for that choice. Pep's just clapping his hands, he knows it. But you won't win the Champions League. Real Madrid are going to shit your pants. You're not bigger than United until you've actually won a European Cup. Like, you can win all the Mickey Mouse trophies every year and keep bossing the league because you've got 10 times more spending money than anyone else. And just better owners who actually put their own money like into the club. Unlike the Glazers or FSG, who are just cheapskates who just take advantage of the revenue that gets. Kyle Walker plays a lovely assist too. Back to that new guy. Now, he's got to be careful today, the new defender. Because if it goes wrong, if he has a disaster class, that could be the end of his Man City career 1 game in. Remember, what was his name? Zach Steffen. He had that horrible game against Liverpool where he made that dreadful mistake and he's been sold now. Lovely play from Sancho. But Walker deals with it. Good defending from Kyle Walker. I really want Walker to make a bad defensive mistake today. I really want him to. Kept in by Varane. Anthony on the ball now. Erik ten Hag looks so annoyed. He looks like someone's just like farted and blamed on him. He's worked under Pep Guardiola. I feel like everyone's worked under Pep. Arteta's worked under Pep as well. Because Pep is like behind Sir Alex, you've got to say Pep is probably the second best manager the Premier League's ever seen. Like, you can say Mourinho. I'm a big Conte fan. Wenger, obviously. Klopp is obviously up there as well. Lovely play to... But... There we go. Sancho, the guy who was left to play FIFA. Well, the rest of... Well, the likes of Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw got to ride on the plane. Right, Kyle Walker off to Bernardo Silva. Jack Grealish is on the ball now. Lovely play there from Jack Grealish, but it's dealt with by Rafael Varane. Throw in now from Cancelo. That was a silly mistake from Dalot. Dalot is not having a good game so far. He got that yellow card earlier. He's got to be really careful, actually, because they're going to exploit that. Remember in our game against City when James Milner, who for some reason was at right back, I think, because Trent was out or something, they proper exploited that. They're going to exploit that the whole game. That was really that's really dangerous. And who have they got as the other? Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, fuck. They're kind of screwed at right back. Left back, like... Luke Shaw's an alright replacement. I think Teller's gone now. Right, ball in from Foden. Dealt with well by Eriksen and the side, but throw into Man City now on the right hand side. Bernardo Silva leaves it for Kyle Walker. England's number one centre back. And right back, and just everything. Thrown from Walker to Foden, who gets fouled, but the ref has had none of it. Bruno plays a lovely ball, but it's just a bit too far for Rashford. That's why Rashford's in the team. Pace only. It's really weird to say it, but they have become a better team ever since Ronaldo was dropped. I know Ronaldo did great things from last season and was one of the few shining lights in that abysmal. Right, Eriksen plays a lovely ball out to Malacia. Goes out for a Man United throw-in. Walker and Jadon Sancho, the two England internationals, having an exchange there. Right, Martinez out to Eriksen. Round to Martinez. Oh, what was that? Malacia, I've defended you in this stream. I need to say, I've said bad things about Walker. He's doing well. Said good things about Malacia. He's doing terrible. I've slagged off Grealish. She's had a good game so far. Oh, I need to be really nice about Walker. Kyle Walker, he's the number one English right back. He's so good defensively. Adds so much exciting attacking threat to the team. He is such a extraordinarily impeccable option that surpasses the defensively incapable Trent Alexander-Arnold, who, honestly, you could put my nan in defence and she'd be about as useful as he is. And the very mediocre Reece James. I mean, he's just not very good, is he, James? Like, he's injured for most of last season, and when he does play, he just flops a bit, like a Christmas pudding. Oh, Sancho's on the ball now in the box. Kyle Walker's marking him. And Ederson gets the ball with very little thought process. You've got to work the keeper there, come on. That started from Kyle Walker, England number one right back, losing the ball. But you're going to call me petty, but this is what non-Liverpool fans are like with Trent. Every slight mistake and he's getting too much hate, and people forget the guy is literally delivered the most iconic corner of all time. Like, do we not remember corner taking 20? One of the most genius bits of play I've ever seen in a Champions League game. People are comparing Trent to Dele Alli. My God, he's not that washed. Just 2-3 months ago, my guy was like, did you watch the FA Cup final? He was absolutely unbelievable defensively in that game. And that was only April, May. Dele Alli had like 2 seasons of being good, and then he fell off massively. And it was gradually as well. He's just in a bad patch. Trent had a bad patch as well before the Euros. Oh, that was cool from Ederson. Kyle Walker. No, it wasn't Walker actually. It's the new guy. He kicks it back to Ederson, put too much on the power. And Ederson in so much cool fashion, I tell you. Ederson is just a cool spectacle to watch. He's so composed. His composure. What a guy. Well, Nathan Ake, a guy who proved me wrong this season, actually. I always thought he was a weak link, and I always got excited when I saw he would start against a team last season, but... Right, Grealish is holding on to the ball now. Lovely play from Grealish, actually. Grealish gets a foul. He's a one-trick pony. One-trick pony. He runs on in there. Who is it? Don't beat Delo. No, it's Martinez. If it's Delo, it's game over. Oh, you're joking. He doesn't even touch him. Get up, Grealish. He actually barely makes any contact. I tell you, I think that's why I think Grealish should come to the Euros, because we have good set piece takers like Trippier. Just put him on a free kick at that range and he'll score it 9 times out of 10. Trent as well. I really hope. Did you see that free kick Trent had at like the very end of the game that was like this close to going in, and Sanchez pulled off a wonder save? Imagine if that would have went in. Would like the narrative have changed? I just already imagine the Sky Sports title. Trent Alexander-Arnold proves critics wrong with a stunning free kick. Right, De Bruyne is on the free kick. This could be a goal here. This is good range. Very nice position. Close, but no cigar. It's really weird watching Manchester derby, because I never want Man United to win a match. But then Man City in recent years, you've always banked on them. But no, I do want Man City to win this, because if they win the league, who cares? They're already like one of the greatest teams of all time. It doesn't say anything. Like, it'd be good for the Premier League if someone else wins. Right, Cancelo into Bernardo Silva. Man City have had a lot of possession. Oh my God, but only 18 minutes in. This has felt longer. Right, Foden on the ball. He just kind of missed. How long have we been streaming for? 40 minutes. Right, that new defender. What's his actual name? I'm just going to call him the new defender just to annoy people. Right, let's see if anyone's in the chat. Oh yeah, this is the first stream where I've got my new phone as well. I've got an iPhone 11, which is honestly sick. Like, I dare you. Oh, Man United on the break now. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Ball played into Rashford, but headed away by the new defender. But Malacia's got the ball now. He gets it past Kyle Walker, England's #1 right back choice. And Jack Grealish puts it back to Ederson. Like, Reece James, it doesn't help, right? Reece James was really good against Palace. Like, I've seen clips, and he was so good. He dealt with Zaha really well. And then Trent, he was far from the worst player. He wasn't even the worst defender in that game. I thought it was a really bad game from Van Dijk, actually. Matip wasn't that good either. Like, Van Dijk on the third goal really annoyed me. Right, Nathan Ake into Bernardo Silva. Grealish got the ball again. Let's see if he wins a foul. No, he's played it to... He's kept it in. Haaland had the ball. Foden! Greedy from Foden. Greedy Foden. Foden does have a bit of arrogance to him that I don't really like. You should have passed to Haaland, man. Like, that would have been an easy 2-0 game over. But as we know, Foden hates Haaland the same way that I hate, I don't know, Charlie Perry. Right. Pull out from De Gea. Bit of a one-sided match so far. I've not seen anything from Man United that tells me they can come back here. Right, Haaland. To Bernardo Silva. Out to... And it's gone out. Poor pass from Bernardo Silva. Pep is losing his head. Losing his air over the team. Oh, we've got the two big bold managers as well. The two bold frauds. In the Prem. Right, Kyle Walker passes back to the keeper. You can go in Jordan Henderson. Sorry. I don't know why Henderson started yesterday. That annoyed me. Right, Kyle Walker to Edison Cavani. Oh wait, wrong Edison. Cavani's gone now. What did Cavani actually bring to Man United? He was barely fit. Like Bernardo Silva now. To the ever lovely. He's gone out. Oh yeah, McTominay's playing. He's not done anything yet. Malacia. Oh, that was a bad mistake from Delo. He gives the ball right to Grealish, who tries to play him, but luckily McTominay recovers it. And United are breaking with Sancho now. Oh, very poor pass. Foden gets the ball. Come on. Yellow card. Who's got the yellow? Malacia owe both fullbacks on yellow cards. Now that is not a good thing. That's a bit soft in my opinion. That is really soft. Yeah, I agree with the low yellow card from earlier, but imagine he gets another yellow card and like goes to get sent off, something like that. Right, free kick now, De Bruyne on the ball. Headed away quite nicely by Martinez, who plays to Antony, I believe, who's away. But the defence, no, Sancho actually, my bad. Kyle Walker recovered brilliantly. England #1 right back. Right, we got the new defender. Back to Edison. Nathan Ake out to Foden. Edison to Walker. Oh, that was a lovely play. It's like Kyle Walker there. It is. On to Haaland. He's on the ball. And very well defended. I tell you, this United defence are very solid. They're better than the Liverpool defence. Imagine telling someone this time last year that a year from now, United's defence would be superior to Liverpool's defence. To be fair, it's a completely different defence. Apart from Varane, because Maguire, it used to be Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane, some type of mainly Lindelof, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. but they've got 2 new faces in there. But people compare Trent to Maguire. They're on a different level. Like, Maguire has a system that works for him, which is a back three. Like, Maguire jokes are getting a bit old. They are funny. Like, it was funny when he completely stumbled into Luke Shaw against Tottenham. Oh, Man City have a corner. There's a potential for a red card in this game, with both Man United fullbacks on yellow cards. I've got to be in Pep's mind. They've got to really, like, with Grealish on the pitch, he's got to really go for Dalot. Like, that's what he's got to do, because you can easily, with Grealish, a guy who wins about 10 yellow cards a game. Right, delivery in. De Bruyne. Went to Foden, and it was a shit attempt at a corner. I don't know what they were thinking there. They had a cool plan. It probably looked cool in FIFA, but did not work. Ball in. De Bruyne to Kyle Walker. Nathan Ake out to Foden. Kyle Walker. That was dodgy because Anthony was in there. Shots, Man City 6. You know, he must have known this though going in, and that's how they're playing. They're going to play on the counter. That's all they can do. If you're playing Man City at home, like, they might lose once at the Etihad this season. Like, that's it. Out to Ake. Cancelo to Silva. Right, 2 minutes to half now gone on the clock. Lovely run forward, Joel Matip X from Nathan Ake there. Right, Grealish is on the ball. You gotta be careful, Dalot. De Bruyne, and he misses it. Bit greedy there from De Bruyne, but he does score those type of goals often, so you would bet on him. But it was a poor finish from De Bruyne in the end. Right, ball. Right, Nathan Ake 2. McTominay, probably the first pass I've seen done. Right, Bruno Fernandes. Out to Anthony, I believe it is. And United have a bit of possession here. Ball in, and that was a very poor cross from Anthony there. Trent would have done better. Sorry. I'm just tired of trying to defend. Like, I've been in so many comment sections this past 2 weeks trying to defend Trent. I really want him to do good. We got Ronaldo twisting his thumbs on the bench there. Ederson under pressure, but he does it in Ederson fashion. I just want Trent to like do something unbelievable, like score the winner in back-to-back games. Because I want people to be really wrong. Because he's not the next Dele Alli. He isn't. He's got so much quality. I think the fact that they played an unfit midfielder, he needs a better midfield cover. Like it all comes back to midfield. Okay, Grealish on the ball now. Ball in from Grealish, good save from De Gea. Bernardo's in. Everyone's getting a shot. United player is down, by the way, for all this. He's still down. Finally. And Bruno Fernandes is complaining to the referee. Let's take our shots, everybody. It's Varane, he's just on the floor. All the action's going on. De Gea just put enough on it to hit it over for the corner, but yeah, that's never anything. He kicked the ball at him. What's the injury there? Is that Varane injured? If it is, and the Man City fans not celebrating an injury, but they know he's coming on. He might bring Lindelof on. Shut up, Bruno. You're not even the captain. Who has the captain's armband actually? Let me look that up. Who's Man United's vice captain? Because obviously Maguire's not playing anytime soon. Oh no, the vice captain is not the captain. It's De Gea, apparently. Okay, Varane's coming off. Is he coming off? Harry Maguire. That's +1 goal to City, and the goal line clearance from Malacia. Goal in from Foden, but it goes over the line. Wait, what? Haaland scored? Where did this come from? Wait, did it go over the line? Replay? Sorry, I thought it was an unbelievable clearance. Haaland does of course score. I tell you, my prediction is spot on so far. Foden to score, Haaland to score too. Honestly, they've given that. Yeah, it is over. That has gone in. Malacia ain't the goalkeeper. That would have gone in if he wasn't in the... I told you, 3-0 Man City. Haaland to score 2, Foden to score 1. I like this prediction. Most in first 8 appearances. Yeah, Haaland he's already won the Golden Boot. Just give it to him already. Unless he has 6 months off now and has a terrible injury. Did Varane come off or did he not? I'm really confused. Because Maguire actually might be coming on. But Lindelof has to be ahead of Maguire in the pecking order based on how abysmal he's been. But this is Maguire's chance now because we all knew Varane was going to get injured at some point. Carl Walker's down. Number 1 England's right back. Go on, break your leg. Ball in from Martinez. Overran did come back on. My apologies. I was just excited about the thought of seeing my favourite player, Harry Maguire. Right, Ericsson to Martinez. Right, Anthony's on the ball. Let's see what he does. United, have they had a chance yet? I don't really think they have. Lovely ball from Ericsson, but Edison's got it like a bunny. From a distance, he looks a bit like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Like his goalkeeper outfit. When he was jumping there. Sorry, that's the most juvenile joke I've ever made on this. Right, Grealish got the ball. He's running. He's still running. He plays to De Bruyne. All into De Bruyne. Haaland! 3-0. What did I tell you? Don't say I told you so, but I told you so. 3-0. Haaland brace. Foden goal. This has to be the most spot on prediction I've ever got. I know there's still loads of time to go, but no one can beat Man City. They're just another planet. It's a one-team league. We're just the Bundesliga. Or League One. Well, one. I know they can still come back, United, but it's just too easy. It's too easy. Grealish just gets the ball, plays it to De Bruyne, and that link up that we've seen so often this season. De Bruyne into Haaland, just gets a tap in, gets ahead of Varane. It's just, he's too good. Look, I'm terrified about what he'll do against Liverpool. Like, with the way Virgil van Dijk is playing. Oh, Grealish against Trent will be something of a battle, I tell you. Ten Hag is getting more and more annoyed. The Man City 7 fans are getting really... No, I'm joking. Right. I might as well just stop it now. This is why I hate Man City. You've got to get the tactics spot on, but they're just not very fun to watch, are they? Like, I would hate to be a Man City fan. Because, like, how does it feel to know that you're probably going to always win every game 3 or 4-0? Like, oh, that was a nice shot from Bruno Fernandes. But Edison got it quite easily in the end. Haaland's clapping the fans. It's his 8th goal, and he's probably on for another hat-trick like this. This guy could become... He's gonna break Mo Salah's record. He just is. He might break it by Christmas. He might score more goals than Mitrovic did in the Championship. Carl Walker's on the floor. Please tell me he's coming off. Right, at half-time I'll dip for like 5 minutes, but I'll come back. I need to think of some half-time show things to do. But I'll take a listen into Goldbridge. Overruns off. Harry Maguire. It's Lindelof, actually. Harry Maguire is officially 4th choice centre-back. Victor Lindelof. Lindelof was alright last season, actually. I know he wasn't great. And I think, are they taking Walker off? Oh, is Foden coming off? That first Foden goal. Haaland has to be one of the most ridiculous goals. The hair shouldn't have done better on Haaland's third. I mean, on the third goal. Sergio Gomez is on for Kyle Walker. Sergio Gomez just looks like he's got the personality of stout bread. Like, I'm sorry, but he just does. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. We're not even getting. How far Maguire's fallen? He's 4th choice centre back. But how can you blame him? Did you see his performance for England? And people say he's just. But can you imagine a defence with Trent and Maguire in it? That's why Southgate won't play Trent. Because he likes Maguire too much and he knows that that's a defensive disaster. Haaland's on the ball, on for the hat-trick, plays to Grealish. Grealish to Haaland, and Haaland keeps it in. What the hell are you complaining for? You've just scored a brace in like 10 minutes, mate. Haaland probably could have shot there. He should have shot. I don't think he should. Maybe, I know like he needs to share and all that. I wonder why Mahrez has been really poor this season. And I'm a big fan of Mahrez. I think he's the best Man City attacker behind Haaland. I always said this last season. Right, De Bruyne's on the ball now. De Bruyne into Haaland. De Bruyne's taken down. Into Foden! 4-0. Phil Foden on a brace now. He's loving it. And Man United have been utterly embarrassed. 4-0. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as Brentford. Losing 4-0 to Man City is probably a respectable scoreline at this point. But I mean, Newcastle came here and gave them more of a game. Actually, it was away, wasn't it? Palace gave them more of a game. I mean, if they're going to do this to United, God forbid what they're going to do to us, because we are even worse than United. United beat us comfortably. I know it was 2-1, but they dominated us. Like, it's at Anfield, I know, but so they won't beat us 5-6-0, but it would be a very us thing to do, though, to go and beat Arsenal and City after dropping points to the likes of Everton and Palace and Fulham and Brighton. '50th goal for Man City. I tell you, if that Foden, why can't we get that Foden for England? Alex Ferguson, I feel bad for that guy. How the mighty has fallen. Not even half time. 4-0 before half time. This is like the Liverpool game. Except they've not been as bad. The thing is, Man United haven't been terrible. They've not offered a lot going forward. But really the goals, like, they've not been really bad. That's the thing. Like, people are going to laugh and ridicule this performance, but it's more been Man City being really good than Man United being terrible. Right, the low. onto Eriksen. And things could get worse for them because there could be a red card in this game. Good defending from, I believe that is Sergio Game. Plus 2 minutes of stoppage time because there's not really not. Ten Hag is going to be furious. Oh. I feel like if you gave me a draw against Man City, I would take that in a heartbeat at this point. Seeing this performance, Arsenal fans must hate this. I know Man City have dropped points twice, but fans are leaving. Can't blame them, can you? I can't wait to hear what Goldbridge has to say about this. I've not seen. I know I've seen the 7-2 against Aston Villa, but that's like the only big battering I've received. No, tell a lie, there was loads, wasn't there? 2021, I forget about that season. That was an all-time low point. But this does put Man United in their place, show that, yeah, you can get a quirky little win against Arsenal, but this shows that Man City are so much better than Arsenal as well, because, right, this Man United team, I know they were at Old Trafford, which was a bit different, but they really... Alright, we're at half-time now. We go into half-time 4-0. Haaland and Foden both on braces, and I almost had an on-point prediction. Foden wouldn't have ruined it. Haaland does a proper smile on his face. Right, I'm going to disappear for 5 to 10 minutes now, but I will be back just before the second half. It's been a pretty mediocre game, but, you know, I only stream good games. That's the thing. The games I've streamed have all been really good. We had Brentford United, which was good for obvious reasons. Chelsea against Tottenham, really exciting match. Man United Arsenal and Newcastle Man City, both very tight games, very exciting. And this one's a 4-0 battering, so I need to stream more Liverpool games. I need to stream a Liverpool game. At some point. Probably because I'm going to lose my mind. I've not done it yet because I like to watch the Liverpool matches with my dad. But then again, so far every game that I've watched with him, minus Newcastle, we've lost or drawn, so... Anyway, I'm going to disappear now, but I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Hello.
Ten Hag at the wheel, Ten Hag's at the rail, Ten Hag's at the wheel.